Well, this is episode 52 of the MoistyVoice.
It's officially been a year.
Woo! And to celebrate our 1 year of Moisty voicing, we're gonna lead off with a very special topic that's near and dear to us all. It's Dragon Tales.
2 minutes ago, you didn't even know the name of the show. Now it's near and dear.
Yeah, I completely forgot what the name of the show is. You can do that sometimes. Since I woke Samantha up from her nap when I got home and I started singing the Psych intro theme, she had no fucking clue what that Psych was.
I don't know how you guys watched the whole series like 80
3
times.
Yeah.
Too many times.
It's a good show.
It is a pretty good show. We should just watch Psych. We should
instead of
stop the broadcast and just
stop the broadcast.
Yep.
We'll have this still going. We'll just bring the full image up to widescreen, and then we'll just have Psych on the laptop, and we'll be watching laptop.
You could just put Psych up on the screen. They won't sue. Everyone involved in production is dead.
Headcanon.
Geordie LaForge is dead.
Everyone who had any involvement in the show Psych is now a dead person.
Connor will have committed the murder. This is
that's what did it. Is he in between these sentences finished his lifelong plan to just wipe out the entire production and story and talent and everyone. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, that's
next up. It's Modern Family.
You know, the world might be better for that one.
Yeah, I feel like you might be onto something here.
The joke is that she's got big boobs and is so young. Didn't you get it? Did you get the joke?
Wait, there's another character that has large boobs other than Sophia
No, that's
the joke.
That's the one.
She's not young.
And there we go. A brutal assassination witnessed on episode 52.
I was confused. I thought you were talking about someone else. Because, yeah, that modifier does not apply to her.
I could be talking about the wrong person because the person I'm talking about is started the show when she was 13.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, and then she got
this reduction surgery.
Yeah.
Again, bringing a thing from last week, she grew up and she grew out.
Yep.
No, she grew out, then she grew up, and then she got the reduction.
She grew out and then up and then back in again. It happens.
A character on Modern Family got breast reduction surgery?
Yeah.
Well, the actor playing her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if they actually addressed it in the show.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch it.
You shouldn't watch it.
The only stuff I know about Modern Family is whenever Family Guy whines. There are a lot of bits where Family Guy makes a joke and then says, if that was a Modern Family, you'd be laughing.
The Family Guy? Or the show Family Guy?
The show Family Guy.
No, it's the man Family Guy. You've never met Family Guy? He's a guy and he has family. That's it.
There's only one of those.
Fox, give us money.
I don't want that money. That's dirty money.
That's blood money?
The only money I want that's dirty money is, something involving biological warfare. That's that good dirty money.
So, if we were to weaponize the moon somehow...
It's not biological.
Depends on how we're weaponizing it.
You can't make it biological.
It is if you turn the moon into a giant pox blanket, and then you just drop it on a nation.
It's 240,000 miles away. All that pox get burned up long before it hits the surface.
Thick pox. Just a heavy, nice, even coats,
okay.
Multiple layers.
So, okay, here's how we turn...
pox than moon at that point.
If we use the moon as a mirror for a biological weapon, does that count?
Mirror?
Yes, because the moon is a mirror.
How does a mirror help you with this?
Okay, so if you've ever watched Naruto Shippuden, there's a character in there, and his name is I fucking forget. He's an Uchiha guy.
Is it Toby?
Yes, Toby, and his whole goal is basically, I'm gonna turn the moon into a reflective lens, and I'm gonna project my Tsukuyomi across the entire planet. Then everyone's gonna be under hypnosis. There will be no war, and everyone will be friends, and the moon will make sure everyone's friends and everyone's okay with each other.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, and so he's using
is this skill biological?
Yes, his eyes. He's using his eyes.
Not only is it biological.
No. It's
Not
part of
only
his
is
blood.
It biological. It is a genetic trait.
Genetics is biology.
You need to expand on this more because it's not biological yet.
So
His eyes. If you look into his eyes, he can put you under hypnosis.
Yeah.
So he is then going to make a giant flower, and the tip of the flower is going to blossom open, and it's just going to be a big old one of his eyes. And then his eye is going to stare at the moon, and the moon is going to stare back at every single person below him, below the moon, and it's just going to put them under hypnosis. So if you looked at the moon once he does this, you're under hypnosis for good, and yeah, that's it.
I still fail to see how that's biological.
It's assistance
he's using his biology,
to weaponize the moon.
his psychic biology.
Or we could always just like coat the moon with Zerg goo and then just make it into a living sentient being.
I realize now you mean from StarCraft, but I was thinking you meant just like Zerg from Toy Story's Come.
See, anytime I hear Zerg, that's the first thing I think of is Emperor Zerg. Which I think is fair.
I forgot that guy existed.
I don't know
gets
how.
to forget about Emperor Zerg.
Buzz Lightyear gets to forget about Emperor Zerg.
You clearly didn't watch the opening of Toy Story 2 like 4 dozen times because the batteries, man. The batteries.
It was a dark period in my childhood.
Toy Story 2 is
Toy Story
great.
2 was a dark period in your childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Al from Al's Toy Barn really did a number on him.
You know, I think we can all agree that Toy Story 2 was a dark period in everyone's childhood.
Why? Why can we all agree that?
I can't. I loved it. I was doing great.
I saw it in Oklahoma. I almost got molested by a fake tree with a face.
It's confusing.
Whoa. What happened?
There's a mall in Oklahoma.
Okay.
The Oklahoma City Mall.
Yeah, well.
And-
fucking-
No, because Oklahoma's a big state, and I don't know which.
it's not
And there's
that
like,
big.
it might be the Edmond Mall, but so long story short, there's a tree with a face in that mall, and I'm not sure if it talks anymore or not, but I swear to fucking God, the tree with the face in the kids' play corner inside the J.C. Penney's talked to me.
Always assume every state is the same size as us.
That's a bad assumption.
It is.
We're
but
thick.
We're thick.
No, we're not.
Arizona is thick, or
We're just
we?
tall. We ain't thick.
Expand your mind, man.
Oklahoma's thick.
If you just turn your
It's
head
not tall.
sideways, we're wide.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm not wrong.
I'm done with this
wrong.
conversation now.
You
So
reject
we're
my truth.
yeah, I do, and I substitute my own reality, and my reality is we're moving on to the next subject. So hey, someone fucking died watching Avengers.
Oh, yeah. Have you both seen Avengers?
Nope.
Have either of you seen Avengers?
I have not had the chance yet.
I didn't catch Connor's.
I saw it.
Yay! Either way, we can't talk about what I want to talk about. But I will talk to you about something else that is also relevant to something we were talking about. And Avengers and things.
This is
Give
vague.
us something.
Some Indian dude, yeah, just straight up fucking died
So-
in the theater.
By Indian, we mean in India. Clarification. And they assume it was like a cardiac arrest. He was watching 3D Infinity War and just died.
I'm gonna go with he was just straight murdered.
I don't
Nobody
think it was
just-
murder.
Nobody just dies in a movie.
Yeah, they do.
You know what kills people in a movie theater?
Guns.
Poison knife.
I want to like name drop as to reasons he might have died, but I don't want to ruin it for Michael.
I don't care. I already know like half the cast is gonna die.
None of it even matters anyways, because they're all gonna come back in a year.
It's
They're
kinda
gonna
funny.
they're gonna assemble the Dragon Balls and wish them back to life.
By knowing what movies are coming out after Infinity War, it kind of...
It completely nullifies Infinity War. Like knowing that there's Guardians 3 in like pre-production right now.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther 2 is I think got green light for the sequel.
Or are they gonna be prequel movies? We don't know.
Spider-Man's been in pre-production for a bit.
We're gonna get that Homecoming prequel that we never, Homecoming prequel that we never.
Civil War prequel.
You know, we needed that origin story for the third time in 8 years.
I'd have watched it. Tom Holland got a rockin' bod.
He's also got a frog in his mouth.
What do you mean?
You ever see him? He kind of looks like he's got a puffy cheeks whenever he's just kind of sitting there.
It's because he's adorable.
I won't hear this. Stop shitting on Tom Holland.
Unless you're literally shitting on him because he's into it. Then continue shitting on Tom Holland per his
Please
request.
stop pooping on Tom Holland.
Nobody's asking you to do that. If he's into it.
Okay. Please
They
stop.
did
Just
marry, fuck, kill the 3 Chris's at the Infinity War red carpet. So it was Thor, Captain America, and Star-Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And they only asked guys, which may or may not influence people's views on it. But everybody was like, at the beginning, oh, I don't know, I gotta think about this, or, oh, F word, I mean, this is a Disney movie, come on, we're not gonna say that. And then Tom Holland, when asked a question, just immediately, fuck Thor, kill Star-Lord, marry Captain. And just moved on. And everyone else is like a 5-minute ordeal, and he had it in 10 seconds.
Well,
He's the only one.
He's a millennial.
The only one who was honest. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's so difficult," and then comes up with the same exact answer because
he's a millennial. Millennials know what they want.
The answers were quite varied.
Then they were wrong.
Why? What's your one true truth?
Tom
I
Holland
marry
had
Thor.
it right. You'd marry Thor?
I marry Thor. I don't want to be married to Captain America. Dude's fucking white bread.
You
Okay.
pass up
Now
on
here's the
Thor's
difference.
rockin' bod.
Are you doing the fucking or getting fucked?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay. Oof.
No, marry Thor because he's the best fuck, and that's an eternal fuck. As well
Okay.
as just
No.
better
Fuck,
company.
marry, kill.
Kill
You are not
Star-Lord
allowed to
because
fuck.
Star-Lord sucks. Just like as a person to have to live with and also then be in bed with, his ego's gonna be terrible the entire time. And then just fuck Captain because he's a Dorito.
Because he's a Dorito.
Could you explain what being a Dorito means for us
You don't know
simple
that?
folk? No.
That was like a 3-year Captain meme. Every picture of Steve Rogers is just, he's a Dorito. If you put a Dorito that matches with his shoulders, it like perfectly outlines his body.
God.
It got to the point where Robert Downey Jr. tweeted at Cap calling him a Dorito.
Okay.
That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Fuck it. The Star-Lord thing's accurate. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean...
I don't know. Like
Chris Pratt, that's one thing.
Yeah. No. If it wasn't.
Star-Lord.
If it was Chris Pratt,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
probably
yeah,
marry
yeah.
Star-Lord. But it's not. It's Star-Lord, and I'm not about that. Are we doing spoilers, by the way? It's been a week.
The reason I asked was because, Michael... Or because I figured somebody in this room hasn't seen it.
I can't see it.
And somebody in this room will betray me before this is over.
It'll be me.
Shit, I knew
They're the same person. You assume they're two different people.
It's like-
sometimes.
You assume Michael is the most loyal of them all, and Michael's loyalty also means that he's gonna betray you no matter what.
It's one of those murder mysteries where it's like, someone in this room will X, and then 5 more of someone in this room, except it's one person who is all of those things.
And you're just kind of looking back and like, why are you doing this? It's fun.
Just...
It's fun.
Alright, so,
I'm into it. I'm about this.
did you cry in theaters?
Didn't cry, but was, I was silent for a good chunk of time after the credits.
I teared up at one point. Almost cried. If I see it again, I might cry, I don't know. But teared up definitely, because Holland gave a hell of a I don't want to go.
Turns out it was, improv. Like, he just threw that out there in the middle of shooting. They were just like, yeah,
good.
absolutely.
It was so good.
Kid's fucking great.
So,
He's going places.
spoiler, obviously they lost. Thanos did kill everyone, or half of everyone.
Half of the Earth, or like
No,
half
half
of...
of the universe. Sentient life wiped out.
Oh, okay.
Not
Robots are
all
safe.
life, just sentient life. And it killed off, like right when he did it, it wasn't an immediate, they all disappeared. It was like, and over the course of a minute and a half across the universe, people would start to fade.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a turn to dust effect.
It is.
And it killed off a shit ton of people. But most importantly is it killed off Spider-Man, who was with Tony, and they were the last two at that point. And Spider-Man starts to fade, and he's like clutching to Tony, like begging him, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, and disappears. And that scene was actually really powerful, at least to me.
Sounds like it. Shit, like I'm
Tom Holland, man.
Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he wants, and he wants the Tony.
He fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Contrary to Civil War, and then I guess with the end of Homecoming, Tony and Pepper are very much back together.
Yeah, that seemed weird.
It was weird in Homecoming, and it was made more weird now because they just... I assume in Civil War it had to have been some, like, contract... like... What's the word?
I think
Pepper, negotiation
has a number of films she's signed on for.
Yeah, no, I think it was just like some overlap that she couldn't do Civil War, or maybe was in talks to just not come back.
Mm-hmm.
And in Civil War, they decided, all right, well, we can write her off here if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't need be, and then they just fucking ignored it. Civil War made it seem like they had just hard split. Like 100% were done, and then come Homecoming, everything's peach. Frustrating. So the number one problem with Infinity War, obviously with any movie of this proportion, there are going to be a number of plot holes that you just have to look past.
Mm-hmm.
And I was okay with looking past like all of them, except for Star-Lord, who ruined the entire fucking thing.
Yeah, that thing was annoying as
100%. He fucking killed half the universe, and anybody else who was there at that moment would have done the responsible thing to have, like, not enabled him into that position, and they decided to just fucking let it happen.
Because, like, everyone's like, oh, Doctor Strange's thing. It's like, okay, but you gotta consider he saw every possible outcome.
Well, he only saw 16,501 possible outcomes.
I'm willing to assume that the outcome that was successful meant that Thanos had to be victorious here. I'm willing to buy that. Especially because it led to the, when you saw the post-credit. So, yeah. If that hadn't happened, then that wouldn't have happened. And clearly that's important.
They've been really hyping up Captain Marvel.
I'm glad. I'm excited for it.
Doesn't that take place in the 90s?
Yeah.
Pre this movie.
So, yeah. She's to be played by Brie Larson. And the post-credit scene, singular for Infinity War, was... Maria Hill and Nick Fury driving in some fucking city, doesn't matter, assumably New York. And it's them real time while the battle's going on elsewhere. And then Thanos kills half the universe, unbeknownst to them. They start to see the effects immediately. There are like helicopters in the air that start spinning and crashing because the pilots disappeared. Bunch of cars crashing, no one in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
Things that happen when half of the universe goes missing.
Yeah. Maria Hill disappears, and then Nick freaks out and goes and gets a fucking pager, sends it to Captain Marvel. Stupid little symbol pops up on the screen. And they don't even let him say motherfucker. They cut him out on motherfucker.
They didn't use his one use of it.
Yeah, they had one... They didn't say... They had one use of fuck. They didn't use it the entire movie. And it looked like, all right, well, maybe they'll just use it in the post-credit sequence, and then they cut him off halfway through.
So they get one use of fuck?
You get one use of fuck per PG-13 movie.
Yeah, once you use it twice, it becomes an R rating automatically.
2 or more, it's R.
Okay.
I mean, granted, it's a Disney film, but what was the one that we saw recently where we were surprised that they used it at all? And what they had used it on was a disappointment.
Oh, shit.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. It was such a poor spot for it. That was a bad fuck use. I don't understand how Steven saw that and thought, I'm a good director.
The fuck economy in this film universe.
We only have so many fucks to give, Steven. Well, we're soon to have 0.
Boy, I hope we use it on something cool and worth it, Steven. No.
We ain't doing that.
Instead, we're going to go with this thing, which is funny, but we could have done so much more.
It's funny, but it was just not great. But
Speaking of Avengers, they weaponized the moon.
Thanos did.
Thanos weaponized the moon. The moment I saw that, I was like, huh, did they write this in for Connor?
They did not. I was actually disappointed with it.
Moon crash.
All he did was strip the surface and bring down a couple of comets.
Not only did he destroy the moon, but then he weaponized
No, the moon was still very much intact.
It's seen better days. We're going to assume that down the line, this moon is gone.
So we're just going to keep on moving forward. I saw one of the better names for a fake hacker character from a movie.
Nope, calling your bluff.
And it's from The Incredibles.
Is it Hacker Man? Because that's the
Screenslaver.
I saw that. That was a pretty solid name. It's witty. I liked it.
Kung Fury's
the
Hacker
60s.
Man is better.
It's just straight up Hacker Man, though.
It's not as
Wait,
hammy,
Screenslaver is just your guys' Naruto guy.
You know what?
Yeah.
Man, if technology was in the Naruto universe,
It fucking
everyone's
is.
lives would be easier.
It fucking is.
There's no internet.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
Later on,
In Boruto?
fucking in Boruto, they've got fucking train cars going around the entire city. There's we're working on a new device. You freaking load your jutsu scrolls inside of this thing, and you whip it out, and it just shoots the jutsu all over the person.
That sounds like a cum-making machine.
With less cum. More making. But basically, it's, they
I
got
don't know
fucking...
how you draw those to internet, though.
Like, it just means that there's progress. And, like, science is now taking a more... Like, literally, the whole plot of Boruto is, hey, guys, we're moving further forward in science, so we're progressively getting further and further into science. And,
Boruto is just ripping off Mistborn 4.
yeah. Oh, yeah, no. They're just... Everybody can use jutsus nowadays. You want a jutsu? Just go commission the thing. Let's just shoot jutsus now.
Whack.
And... So Boruto's really good, but he's lazy and he doesn't like using his jutsu. And so this guy is like, his dad's Naruto is like, hey kid, you wanna get good at jutsu? Let's go fucking study. And he's like, no dad, you're never around. I'm just like you when you were a kid.
You're just like your dad, except you're not dead.
Yeah. And so then the whole plot devolves into, oh shit, I'm not gonna be cast the Chunin exams and become the next Hokage unless I fucking cheat. So
or
Wait,
have
Naruto is alive in Boruto?
yes,
Then why is it about Boruto?
because Naruto's story is done.
he's got boring. He won.
He was boring at the beginning.
He won the thing that he wanted, and now there was just no point.
He became the Hokage, and then they had a whole sub-story where it basically focuses on Sasuke's daughter. And Sasuke's daughter is like, I need to find my real mom because Sakura can't be my real mom.
Sakura's a trick.
Sakura was a trap.
Secret ending.
Yeah. Sakura is not her real mom. Sakura is actually a guy.
Saw an actual
Sakura's her
trap
dad.
yesterday.
I did too, actually.
It was scary.
I was afraid that someone was going to step on it and get stabbed.
Oh, I thought
I'm talking about a man wanting people to believe he is a woman.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about like straight up rake propped in the middle of an open field.
What are you doing in an open field?
Running?
Get out of open fields.
You gotta run, man.
You might run into a bear trap.
Dude! The only time I would like ever run into a bear trap is if I could lead a bear into it. Because if I could trap a bear, I'd be done with my life. I'm happy.
But if you want to keep the bear, the best way to start is probably not to completely like
Use the bear trap to
fuck up
trap
its
him?
leg.
No. If it can't get away from you, it'll become reliant.
That isn't how that works. That's not how nature does.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Very sure.
If people can't get away from you, they become reliant upon you. Have you ever seen a Misery?
No.
That's what I thought.
I think you're confusing nature with abusive relationships.
I might be.
Bears are wiser than that.
are wiser than abusive relationships or the guy from Misery?
Both.
I don't know. I mean, who's to say bears are actually like wiser than my mom?
Let's call your mom. Just be like, hey, are bears
you a bear?
wiser than you?
Have you ever met a bear and had a civilized discussion with one?
Or the test is to put bear traps around the house.
Okay.
And
If
your
she
mom
enters one, then bears will enter abusive relationships.
Okay.
If a human can make a bear mistake, then a bear can make a human mistake. Law of the jungle.
The rules of the jungle. Come on. Yeah, no, I feel like that goes for a lot of things. If X can make an X mistake, then Y can make an X mistake. Or an X can make a Y mistake.
I just want to leave bear traps around now. This is all this has made me want.
As rightfully
25
should.
gold apiece.
Never said that they were an affordable life
What?
plan. Bear traps in
It's a D&D
D&D.
5e joke.
They're expensive.
You don't get it because you have no friends.
I have friends. They just actively exclude me every Monday night.
There's 6 people. It's too big.
It's already too big.
Exact. Yeah, I know.
Things got out of hand. Actually, no. Things finally just got into hand because we started caring about things like surviving long term and
Dude,
not
things were
having
never out of hand. Stefan just fucking killed us.
things that no, just the more take a long rest after every single combat because this is the party we have created.
That's okay.
That's fine. You can walk it off.
I need a long rest, or at least a long rest after every combat anyways, because I only have 3 spell slots.
For now.
Fucking Paladin level 4 has 3 spell slots at first level and 10 spells fucking available. Paladin level 5 will have 11 spells available and then 4 spell slot first, 2 spell slot second. You double your fucking spell slots in one level.
That's typically how progression goes.
That is not
Nope.
typically how progression goes.
That's typically how progression
you are
goes.
very fucking grown.
It's
No.
normally like 1 per level, except for paladins who are for some reason like
You gotta learn how to rely on your stuff. Learn to like weapons, and then once you like your weapons, then you can get another spell.
fuck that.
Slap that bitch upside the head with your fucking bear trap on a flail.
I have to use any of my spell slots to deal real damage, but I only have 3, and with this campaign we're likely to enter probably 4 combats between long rests.
Sounds about right.
All I'm gonna say is, don't do damage. Be support, man.
No.
Support paladin.
Just buy a bear trap, attach it to a flail, and then just try to get them with it.
He won't let me.
Support paladin.
I tried to put a trap on the flail.
As in, like, a bear trap kind of trap, or a abusive relationship kind of trap.
No, as in a man disguised as a woman. Just
I
a
was gonna
whole
make-
human being on the end of his flail.
The
Just put a
ghoul-
volley pillow.
The ghoul was gonna try and fuck the girl, and then the girl's a guy, and we'd be like, "Oh shit, you gay!" And then he would die because he got burned so hard.
It happens sometimes. Ghouls are notoriously
About them traps.
They are very homophobic.
yeah.
They're about the trap life.
No, they hate the trap life because if they get trapped, they have to kill themselves because of how homophobic they are.
If they don't do it, their culture will.
Okay. But is it gay or entrapment if the trap doesn't tell you they're a trap?
Both.
Okay. So it's gay
It's
entrapment.
not gay if you know it's a guy.
So it's double trap.
Tricked you. I'm gay. Tricked you. I knew and I was into it. Ah, shit.
Hey, if you're gay, you have to tell me, otherwise it's entrapment.
You guys see the trailer for the new Deadpool?
Yeah, I did.
Which is it? Another new one?
I aspire to be Peter.
Oh, the Peter one.
Just like I was about it, and I was like, okay, that's funny. You know, that's a Deadpool joke. And then just like 2 minutes later, they just show him
Just him fucking skydiving.
And I was like,
He's
you know
just
what?
super serious about it.
You did it, Peter. That's actually how they confirmed the X-Force cast. Was Peter has a Twitter account, and he was just taking a picture of each of the team members and like giving a brief bio. And so that's how like the last 3 members were confirmed. Like, yep, it's definitely, such and such.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure Cable's gonna be in the next movie.
Cable is the next movie. Deadpool calls him Thanos.
There was a whole thing, man. It was hilarious in front of the Avengers movie.
Yeah, prefacing Avengers, it was a good trailer. I don't know elsewise.
That's the only way I saw it, because that was the first time I saw it.
I don't know much of anything.
Okay.
This was a quiet week.
Really?
The beginning of the week. You gotta go to the
Well,
source code.
fucking Elon Musk, Boeing decided, hey Elon, you're a little bitch. Guess what? You can never make a spaceship big enough that NASA will want to be friends with you. Ha ha. And then they said that we're going to try to get our spaceship active and running in 2020. To which Elon replied with, "We're making 3 spaceships larger than ours. They're already in production."
Yeah, no, it's... I don't know why Boeing felt the need for this.
Yeah.
They
It's
feel threatened. And when you feel threatened,
rightfully so.
you insult penis.
They didn't even insult penis. They insulted spaceship.
Spaceship equals
Spaceship
penis.
equals penis.
Spaceship penis?
No. No. Gross.
But spaceship penis.
No, Boeing is just a bunch of fucking cucks that for every reason tried to pick a problem with Musk.
I don't know why they would feel threatened, considering they are the airplane industry.
Yeah.
Like, every airplane is a Boeing
It's
such
because
and such.
they put too much money into their space endeavors.
And
they
it's
shouldn't
not
feel
paying
threatened
off.
because they're already out of the running.
Yeah, no, that was
Like, it's
long gone.
not a threat. It's you're already in the grave. Understand that this isn't a problem for you. This is just maybe a sign to finally have you understand you're out.
So just get out of here. There's nothing to see here, Boeing.
It's just Elon
Fuck
Musk
off.
screaming, "Get out of here, you dumb, stupid animal." Crying. He secretly respects the shit out of Boeing.
Whenever someone says,
Okay,
"Get the
so-
hell out of here," I imagine it's just Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man. Get the hell out of here! He's real mad.
He's Anger Man.
I need to
Spiders were his
rewatch
second
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you do.
I know. I need to rewatch Spider-Man 3.
no.
You need to rewatch all 3 of them.
Apparently,
2 is somehow the best one and the one I care for the least.
so 2 is somehow the best one, but apparently 3 is one of the highest grossing movies one of the movies with the highest grossing opening weekends of all time.
Not after Infinity War.
It still is on I think that's Infinity War is number 1, and then Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides is number 2.
No.
No way.
No. Stranger Tides there isn't a Pirates in top 5. It's Infinity War, Black Panther, I think First Avengers. Yeah, at least 3 of them right now I think are Marvel movies.
One of them's probably Disney films.
Yeah.
Titanic was a slow roll. It was just in theaters.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest is number 24.
Yeah, see, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
So top 1 is Infinity War,
Avengers.
then Force Awakens, then
Last
The Last Jedi,
Jedi.
then Jurassic World, and then First Avengers. Black Panther is only 6th. Because Infinity War knocked it out of top 5.
Yeah.
Black Panther was also a bit of a slow burn. Like, it did great, and it had a strong start, but it had the start everyone expected it to have.
All I'm gonna say is the fucking music was on point in Black Panther.
That was the idea.
The music was on point. The soundtrack, or not, the CD inspired by film was not. It was very different
People
than...
got pissed about that one.
Yeah, did not care for it. Because I really like Black Panther's soundtrack, so I was like, okay, I'll listen to the album inspired by, curated by Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was trash. And then I was mad.
Well, because the last artist I remember doing that was Lord for Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
Got to curate the soundtrack thing. And it was pretty good. Wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good. It's exactly what you would expect a 17-year-old in that position to, kind of go for.
Mm-hmm. Black Panther was just a different Thor.
Yeah. No, and like that pilot guy was his Jane.
Kind of. It like
I like how you called Martin Short that pilot guy.
Okay. We had a very fucking aggressive response to the... God, what's his fucking name's... Oh my god, I forgot his name already.
Plow?
Yeah.
Yo! So pissed!
Oh my god.
Still pissed.
How could they kill him? He was perfect.
God.
Andy Serkis just...
Andy Serkis, oh my god!
He was like, guys, I never get to die in my movies. How about you kill me?
I hate plot deaths. Like, Black Panther was great because Michael B. Jordan was just Loki. He stole the show with his villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was
fucking great as Killmonger. But the fact that he had to kill Claude to get into Wakanda was very frustrating to me.
I did not care for it. I wanted Claude just to come back. He needs to be there. I wanted him to be a villain in a future movie. Because holy fucking shit.
Claude was amazing.
Amazing!
Back when he was in Age of Ultron, I was so hyped because I love him as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And him doing his own thing there was really cool. Watching just that character in that limited format. Then when he's like the trailer-wise like secondary main villain for Black Panther, I'm like, oh, fucking great. We're gonna see more Claw. And we do, and it's amazing, and then they kill him.
He was really just consistently awesome throughout it too.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. When they go into the casino and he's talking to the agent guy and Martin Lawrence, and he's just like, hey, what is that? Is this your SoundCloud entourage? Oh yeah, hey, could you get him the link to the SoundCloud mixtape?
100% Cloud had a SoundCloud fucking mixtape.
Yeah,
I was trying to give it to the guy, and the CIA agent's just like, no, please, no, I don't want this.
Like he was like, I know you do. Please do not give me your SoundCloud mixtape. That was the moment that sealed him in my heart as the most charismatic villain that Marvel has ever done on the movie.
I hope they...
I would agree to that. Charismatic, yes.
Yeah.
There has not been another as charismatic villain.
There's no one in the fucking world could be as charismatic as him after that fucking performance.
I couldn't.
You take that back. You know you couldn't do it. You know, no. He's like, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna try to keep a straight face.
I don't got them Andy Serkis skills.
It's like, no, you get to run away. You go. You're free. You get to tell everybody about what happened here. Then just shoot him. It's like, you gotta make us look like amateurs because we spread the whole thing out. See, that's the choices a charismatic leader would make. Spread out. Make yourself look worse so that they underestimate you. And then when they're underestimating you, give them your SoundCloud mixtape so they underestimate you even further. Then when they least expect it, that's when you just blow up the wall and break out your fucking sonic booster gauntlet hand. God, that was dope.
So that's strange to me. One, it was very strange that a war dog, which is a strange term for Wakandans to use.
Yeah.
Like, that was my biggest problem with the film, was that they called all of their
undercover agents
war dogs. Mm-hmm. Despite not wanting them to be militaristic.
Yeah.
But it was very strange, one, for War Dog to have a book that completely detailed everything about Wakandan culture and history.
As far as
but then more so, at some point, had information that this one artifact in the British Museum is of vibranium, but we're letting it stay there. Why?
That bit I just chalked up as being like a either they just didn't have that and it was just like a decent guess, or they just necessitated the plot, and I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it being, hey...
But the problem is, when he kills Cloud as his ticket into Wakanda...
How would he know that Claude killed this guy's dad? And
yeah, if I go to there's no connection between him, like, understanding that the people he's going to meet have such a deep-hearted hatred for Cloud, and that specific tribe is going to back him on whatever he does because he handed over Cloud. There's no possible insight you could have had on that.
No, that was...
Which is the only reason they killed Cloud to get in there.
Other than if Cloud told him.
It's like, I feel like Cloud would have been like, okay, you missed it. I went in there, and these border people were trying to stop me, so you know what I did? Fucking blew them up! And this other guy was like, hey, Claude, if I ever catch you in here again, I'm gonna cut your dick off and feed it to my rhino. This is like, nah.
Yeah, so...
It's a good thing to do with a dick.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a rhino, if I had a fucking bear, I'd threaten to feed its people's penises to it a lot.
It's animal abuse, but sure.
He's into it.
Oh, then it's just,
I think that's still abuse.
I think it's just weird.
It's just kinky.
That's animal abuse. No, it's just kinky. Oh. I don't know if that's better.
What, let your bear have kinks?
To
Don't you get a
them.
Well, first off, never sexually repress someone. That's just when things get weird.
That's how you get angry bears.
Yeah. And trust me, hate bears is not fun.
I'm so mad at Star-Lord. Just poor writing.
I don't know. It felt very much his character, though.
But it was not in line with who else was there that they would just allow it to happen, given that they all understood the gravity of the situation.
The only one who would have allowed it is Strange. And because nobody else on that team had the insight he had, somebody would have stopped him. Because otherwise they all die forever.
Yeah.
And dying forever is the opposite of the goal of the Avengers.
It's too much money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to die.
I'm just wondering how their contracts are stipulated.
Well, they killed, what's his name, who still has like 4 or 5 movies left.
Mm-hmm.
So he's coming back simply because of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the guy who plays...
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, okay. So
Sebastian Stan.
So he's dead. So they're going to find a way to bring him back because we've got to milk you.
Name the rest of the Guardians.
There's a lot of people who are...
People who I think are permadead. Gamora and Loki.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they aren't coming back, period.
What if they say they'll do it for free? Do they write it in?
Actually, yeah, they probably would.
I would. It's free real estate, man.
It's free people to kill off in another movie.
You know what people are?
Free?
Real estate.
Oh, shit.
Nope. Not how that works.
I feel like capitalism, that is how that works.
This guy gets it.
Gross.
Well,
All
just
forms
think,
of
if you're in a capitalist country, transferring from one bureau to another is possible, which means that you're just real estate being traded from one place to another. You're cattle.
I'm great.
Wake
cattle.
up, sheeple.
I'm great cattle. Also, 2 big things happened this week with consistency and regularity. First, MoviePass said you can only see a movie once. And then they said, also, it's down to 4 movies a month. And then a week later said, JK, it's back to 30, but you can still only see it once.
I'm so tired of talking about MoviePass because every week it's something changed and then the next week it didn't.
They're like, we gotta change our ways because money. And then they were like, oh, nope, we were never making money and now we're double not making money. But also Kanye West happened. So many different ways. And in such big and regrettable ways.
It's interesting.
What happened with Kanye?
He and Trump got dragon energy, and they huge best buds now.
So you know the game Double Dragon?
Yeah?
It's just Trump and Kanye.
Oh,
They're
no.
the double dragons.
I don't like this anymore.
No one does.
So,
also, Kanye believes slavery was a choice.
Yeah. He's like, in an interview with TMZ, he was just like, you're telling me they did it for what, 200 years? And you're telling me, I'm thinking it was a choice. And it's like, what? What?
Yeah.
He also put John Legend on blast for trying to be a friend.
Yeah, he just straight fucking like...
It wasn't even like a personal thing. It was basically just like, hey man, you're going to lose a lot of money because, like, just as an artist with mutual interest kinds of thing, like, don't make this decision. and then he puts the text on Twitter, and it's
Kanye's
just like,
so-
don't tell me how to be me.
He always has been, but he is so far detached from reality right now.
But yeah,
It's-
so on top of
God.
the, like, I'm all about Trump forever, he's my brother, we're dragon energy, he also is, like, isolating actual humans that are, like, in his circle of, like, you know, we do shit. And, yeah, the slavery thing just kind of was the weird, unnecessary nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Which had seemingly already been nailed pretty fucking shut. And he was just
It's
like,
not
just
gonna
to
be,
be
though.
sure.
The problem is, despite everything he's fucking done here, his next album is still gonna sell great. There's going to be no repercussions for his actions.
Oh, his clothing line is still going to be insane. People are still going to be
Right.
all about his shoes and shit. Yeah, no. There's really not going to be any repercussions outside of those, like, 9 million Twitter followers. And what does that mean to him?
Nothing.
So it's very weird week for Kanye.
No, it's an average week for Kanye.
If anything...
It's just a more open week to the public for Kanye.
If anything, this will probably affect the Kardashians and possibly his relationship with them.
Hopefully.
Because they have more to lose from association and people just saying, like, we're going to just stop indulging in your stuff.
Yeah.
Because they are a brand that does not want to lose people.
They lose 9 million followers, they flip the fuck out.
As one
Every
does.
number counts for them.
I feel like there's very few people who can just isolate like a tenth of their following in a single swoop. And be like,
no,
"This is
no,
cool."
no. If I'm trying to do it intentionally, that's very easy to do.
Well, yeah.
But are you talking like unintentional isolation?
I don't know if it was... I mean, his actions were clearly intentional. He made these decisions. It was more just like not caring.
It's an ignorant apathy.
I've never had to deal with this problem. I don't understand what it is. It's one of those fucking things of, I have never left the state I was born in. The world's flat.
That's accurate. You can't prove elsewise.
So it's just like people who haven't ever fucking traveled don't understand how the fucking curvature of the earth works and what time zones are.
Now, see, that's the problem, is the people who have traveled use that travel as proof. Because he put a level on a plane, man, and he proved the level stayed flat the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, if the earth was curved, bro, you'd be telling me that the plane goes up and then dips down.
Or you know that down is just uniform.
How the plane could be flying down the entire time and still moving forward? Let's get fucking hit the earth.
No, but so, okay. Are you saying that if the plane is moving forward and the plane is also going down, it's gonna hit the earth?
Yep.
But wouldn't you say that if the plane is moving forward and down, it's moving in a circular motion?
No.
Oh, so it's not moving in a circular motion?
What's a circle?
Oh, it's this brand new thing that you use it when you play sports ball.
Oh, what?
Sports ball.
I'm sorry, my mother has not left me out of the house in 18 years.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
earth is flat and you
It's,
can't prove otherwise.
It's kind of like the shape of like a chicky nugget or chicky tender when you kind of like ball them up.
Ew. It's such a
Oh.
gross image.
No, it's the only way you talk to the people who have never left home. You start talking things in the shape of chicky tenders.
Fist of chicky tender, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's when
Sorry.
you just got like
If
a
somebody
fistful of chicky
makes
tenders.
a wad of any, like, if they just take their McDonald's chicken nuggets and just mash them up, make a wad, and they're like, yeah, this is how I eat it, I will actually go out of my way to kill them.
So if I throw a pizza ball at you, you will be upset.
No, that's fine. Pizza ball's fine.
Yeah, pizza ball's okay.
Chicken thing,
Give me a pizza ball.
so gross.
Okay, so speaking of pizza ball,
Please don't.
Samantha and I have been watching the Eric Andre show. She didn't get it until like 4 episodes in. And
It's to get.
yeah,
It's just a show.
She didn't
Was
realize
she trying to read too hard into
she was
it?
trying to read too hard into it.
It's just show.
Such as, I told her, oh yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce have been on the show before, and she's like, I want to see this now. So then, I actually only said Beyonce and Jay have been on the show, and so she's like, okay, I kind of have to see Beyonce on here. So then we go to one of the Beyonce episodes, and she's like, you lied to me. It's like, no, as you can see, it clearly states that's Beyonce. I didn't say it's Beyonce and Jay-Z Beyonce, but her name is Beyonce.
Counts.
It counts. Never lied. Just talking about Beyonce.
I don't know. The only time that I, didn't get what a show was doing was the Zach Galifianakis and the plant thing.
Oh, no, those were great interviews.
Because the Justin Bieber one, all of the Eric Andre stuff, you can tell, the guests aren't fully informed on what they're getting into. But the Bieber interview that Galifianakis did, where he's basically just like, why are you such a fucking dick? And just, silence for a long time, and he was just like, what? What? And he was, trying to figure out, what the joke was, and he's just like, wait, this is just an honest moment of someone just calling me out. And I still don't know if it was scripted to this day.
Probably wasn't.
You gotta think that, a lot of Eric Andre's jokes just kind of have to be scripted, or at least just, I'm gonna do something here. You are not allowed to call me out on it, otherwise you will not be paid.
If you talk about Eric Andre's show, we revoke the right to pay you.
And I kind of feel like that's half of what that show ends up being, is just, you're not allowed to react to this. We're gonna put birds in the rafters. Deal with it. Because that actually did happen.
I feel bad for the people who have to rebuild that set so many times.
He fucking demolishes a grand piano in one.
Yeah.
He breaks a lot of shit. Dude, don't feel bad. I would have loved to have been fucking production stagehand for Eric Andre show. You will never be out of work. That is guaranteed work every show.
Sometimes it's oh, we built it and now we don't need it anymore. We're done. This show is, we built it and we're gonna need another one by tomorrow.
We're gonna need 6 more sets, you guys.
This episode alone went through 4 of them.
What's bothering me is SpongeBob gets 1 million memes a month.
Yeah.
Because it has such varied fucking images.
Yeah. Eric Andre
gets 1 meme a month, despite having just as broad a selection of instances you can pull.
But, it's the weirdest things that just get taken out of context. It's not even in context things half the time. It's
That's
the fucking...
what memes are!
No, because it's not even... He doesn't even fucking say, why would Eric do this or something when he, Hannibal's dead. He just says, who killed Hannibal?
Yeah.
Okay.
The point is to take it and change it, but use the visual imagery to depict elsewise.
Okay.
Is this a conversation that's happening on my couch?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Michael doesn't get memes.
2018?
Michael doesn't understand memes, and you allowed this to happen.
Yeah, Nick, you need to give me your seminar on memes.
Oh, man, that was a fun seminar thing. Those presentations were stupid, but they were a good time.
Were they?
I got paid by the university to give those. So yeah, they were a great time.
So you were just here with your memes trying to have a good time?
Anytime somebody's like, hey, free trip to Philadelphia, there's a catch. You gotta talk about memes for 15 minutes.
Free trip to Philly. And just you're gonna have to bring your own booze.
Bring your own memes.
Bring your own memes.
CYOM.
I can't afford my own booze.
I feel bad about that housewarming party. We didn't bring booze.
We didn't bring shit.
You brought cereal. No, you didn't.
Still right there.
We didn't bring shit. I drank a lot.
I would assume so. I didn't even care about going because fuck it.
It was a good night. Good people.
Yeah. I really didn't, kind of just dumb.
I really didn't just quite just dumb.
I'm tired right now.
You have a stupidity stroke? What
yes,
happened there?
Trust me, I've been awake for so fucking long now.
You've been talking for 30 seconds too long, clearly.
I know, it's fine. We can keep going for another 5 minutes.
Could we maybe not?
I kind of actually want to talk about this. So
can we fill 5 minutes? What do you got?
Yeah, I do I've got beef. Boy, do I have beef.
Why didn't you bring up this beef earlier?
Yeah,
because I didn't feel
20 minutes on this beef.
Because like
we're fucking talking about memes that you don't understand. People don't want to listen to that.
They want to listen to beef.
God, move to the fucking beef.
Okay.
Where's the beef?
Fuck off! The people who I'm about to say this know who you fucking are.
Okay. Oh, it's real beef. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is actual fucking beef.
Sorry, I didn't know it was real beef. Maybe they don't want to hear
it.
Yeah,
no,
continue.
but like, I was fucking 9... There's like a 9 out of 10 chance that the people who are referencing here will never, ever hear this unless you bring it up to them.
I'm gonna fix that number. Anyway.
Yeah, and it's just the straight up fact.
Beef.
It's like, okay, Monday,
okay,
I've got one thing going on outside of work. Oh, that's too many things.
Oh my
There's
God.
so much fucking...
I got beef!
Yeah, I got beef! You've got beef! Fucking I've got beef! Fucking Samantha has beef!
Oh my God.
For the record, I have no beef.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, Monday. I'm doing one thing on Monday. That's too many things. That's almost too many things for me. And you're asking me to do a second thing on Monday that just immediately...
A second thing that very much conveniently falls
proceeds
in with the other thing?
Just precedes the other thing. And there's nothing going on with it. There's no downside to go into the first thing. You're already there. You are literally 10 minutes walking distance away from this thing. There's nothing else fucking going on. And you know what? You make 2 people very happy if you were to come. Why? Because that's the only 2 fucking day off that they've got that they can hang out with anybody else that they care about. And you know what? Fuck off.
I think I just caught on to the beef.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You just got onto the fucking beef just now? Just now you did? I'm completely understandable with you because you have fucking work until that moment.
He could make it just as
okay,
just as well. He just doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got beef with you now, Nick.
That's fair. I'm playing a highly synchronized to music level with no music, so
it's Black Betty Bramble Jam.
This is kind of pointless without sound.
Can we actually put it on the music for this part?
I don't think so.
Okay, at the end of the episode, we're gonna redo this level. We're all gonna get controllers. We're all just gonna play this level again because I fucking love this.
It's the reason I downloaded the game is for this level.
It's good. But yeah, no, I've got beef with you now too, Nick. So fuck off.
No, most days there's a reason.
That's a lie.
There are a few days where there's definitely no reason.
The
past few times, the reason has been an attempt to make money that either succeeded or failed, and I just wasted a goddamn afternoon, which is a bummer.
I'm only gonna assume it's the driving.
It's the driving.
You're never gonna make it into the Grand Prix, Nick. Give up on your dreams.
That it falls apart.
I feel like you meant in terms of MTG, and now it's more personal.
I never specified. It's
said
very open-ended.
Well, there's the beef.
There's the beef. If you don't show up to these events,
you're
never gonna get good enough to go win the Grand Prix.
The person you're
never.
talking about will never listen to these because they have no interest in doing so.
Yeah.
But yes, the beef is justified, and they are a bitch.
Like, this straight up Monday, fucking in the group chat, I just flat out stated this. This is my beef. Do you understand? And they're just like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
There's my beef. And you know what? That gave us a good about 4 minutes and 30 seconds there of beef.
Well, that was it for the beef cast.
Oh my god, this was... If you join us next week on the super beefiest beef cast, and we're gonna be talking about beef stew. We're gonna be talking about how the fuck you fuck up sandwich, French dip sandwich by not using beef, featuring our good friend Sinzinamar, and a couple other guests appearances are gonna be on that beef cast.
Don't call him by the right version of his name. Just say Sinzamar like everyone else.
Okay.
People forget the inna.
Okay, Captain Dr. Pepperface, you don't know how to make a French dip sandwich. Please use beef in it. Otherwise, it does not come out as good.
That is like part of the definition of the sandwich.
Are you saying by my definition a French dip sandwich uses beef?
At any rate, this is its own beef that it has turned into. We'll save that for the beef cast.
Yeah, join us next week on MoistyVoice episode 53, The Beef Cast.